Welcome to Grade 7 Mathematics. In this lesson, we'll explore number systems and integers, the foundation that the rest of mathematics is built on. By the end, you'll work confidently with positive and negative numbers, and you'll know the rules that keep every calculation correct. Here is our plan for the lesson. We'll meet the main sets of numbers, then place integers on a number line. We'll add, subtract, multiply, and divide them. After that, we'll master the order of operations and finish by finding factors, multiples, and the highest common factor and lowest common multiple. Let's start with the big picture. A number system is an organized way to write and group numbers. The counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, and so on, are the natural numbers. Include 0, and we have the whole numbers. Extend them to the left of 0 into the negatives, and we get the integers. And every number we write uses base 10, where each place is worth 10 times the place to its right. Now let's see those integers laid out in order. The number line makes integers easy to picture. 0 sits in the middle. Numbers to the right are positive, and they grow larger as we move right. Numbers to the left are negative, and they grow smaller as we move further left. So -5 is less than -2. And any positive number is always greater than any -1. It works much like temperature or meters above and below the surface of a lake. Once we can picture the line, adding and subtracting become simple movements along it. To add a positive number, we move to the right. Start at 0 and add 5. We hop 5 steps right, landing on 5. To subtract, we move to the left. From 5, subtract 3. Move 3 steps to the left, and we land on 2. Here is the shortcut worth remembering. Subtracting a number is the same as adding its opposite. So 8 minus 10 is the same as 8 plus -10, which gives -2. Multiplying and dividing integers comes down to a single sign rule. If the two signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the two signs are different, the answer is negative. So +6 times +4 is +24, and -6 times -4 is also +24, but -6 times +4 is -24. Division follows exactly the same rule, so -20 divided by -5 is +4. When an expression mixes several operations, the order we follow matters. We use BODMAS, brackets first, then orders, which means powers and roots, then division and multiplication, and finally addition and subtraction. Let's simplify 3 plus 4 times the quantity, 2 plus 1, all squared. Brackets first, 2 plus 1 is 3. Then the power, 3 squared is 9. Multiply, 4 times 9 is 36. And add, 3 plus 36 is 39. Two ideas are often confused, so let's separate them clearly. A factor divides a number exactly, leaving no remainder. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, a short, finite list. A multiple is what you get by multiplying. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on, without end. Notice that 12 appears in both, so 4 is a factor of 12. And 12 is a multiple of 4. Factors and multiples lead us to two powerful tools, the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. We begin by breaking each number into its prime factors. 12 breaks down into 2, 2, and 3. 18 breaks down into 2, 3, and 3. The highest common factor is the product of the primes they share, 2 times 3, which is 6. The lowest common multiple uses each prime the greatest number of times it appears, giving 36. These rules are not just for the classroom. Integers describe the world all around us. Temperature can be 8 degrees above 0, or 3 degrees below, which we write as -3. Altitude is measured above and below sea level. On a mobile money account, a deposit is positive and a withdrawal is negative. Even a football team's goal difference can be +5 or -2. Whenever a quantity can move both ways from 0, integers are the language we use. Before we practice, let's avoid the traps that catch most learners. First, -5 is smaller than -2, not larger. Further to the left always means less. Second, two negatives multiplied together give a positive, so don't leave that answer negative. Third, always work out the brackets before you multiply. And finally, keep factors and multiples apart. A factor divides into the number, while a multiple is built up from it. Keep these 4 points in mind, and your working will stay accurate. Here is a quick summary of the key ideas. The integers extend the whole numbers into the negatives. On the number line, right is greater and left is smaller. Subtracting is the same as adding the opposite. Same signs give a positive and different signs give a negative. BODMAS sets the order of operations, and prime factors give us the highest common factor and lowest common multiple. Now let's check how much you remember with 3 quick questions. Here is the first question. What is -7 plus 10? On the number line, start at -7 and move 10 steps to the right. You land on +3, so the answer is 3. Question 2, and remember BODMAS. Simplify. 12 minus the quantity 3 plus 4 multiplied by 2. Brackets first. 3 plus 4 is 7. Then multiply. 7 times 2 is 14. Finally, 12 minus 14 is -2. Last question. Find the highest common factor of 8 and 12. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. They share 2 times 2, so the highest common factor is 4. Wonderful work. You can now recognize integers, operate on them, and use the order of operations with confidence, the foundation for everything ahead. Take a moment to try a few problems on your own. In Module 2, we'll build on this to explore fractions, decimals, and percentages. I'll see you there.